Well, hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new, welcome. My name is Nina, the simple Kenyan girl, or you just can call me Nina. Yes, and I have realized in a very long time that I've never done a section, or rather a video, on just equipping you guys with knowledge on what a mother needs or a baby needs after you know that you're pregnant. You need to get some things, yeah? So what are you supposed to get, at what stage are you supposed to get these things, and most importantly, how many, because as a first-time parent you tend to get a lot of newborn stuff and then they don't even fit by the time they're turning 2 months. And then yeah, so I just thought I would hop in and explain that to you guys. Yes, sorry, I have been missing in action to a new place, so it's been a roller coaster and of course time consuming, but by God's grace we are here and we are here to equip you and to stay. Okay, we are not going anywhere. Let the intro roll and then we start off. The boys don't want to leave mommy, they just want to stay here, so please bear with them and their facial expressions, and they're trying to distract you, so just be aware and awoke. Okay, yeah, so let's start with the newborn. So yeah, this is something that no one told me when I first got my first child, that they grow very quickly. So from when they come from the hospital to the first 4 weeks, what was fitting them then might not fit them by 4 weeks. Yes, even the diapers. So let's start from there, because most people tend to think a newborn stage is from 0 to like 3 months or 6 months, but unfortunately no, it's not. You tend to use these newborn diapers for at least 2 months, at least. So in my experience, so let me tell you how you can know what you'll use mostly. So look at your partner. Is he or she big in terms of the body? And when they were a baby, it's not a must as of that time. When they were a baby, were they big? So that will give you a general view, because most of my kids after the first 4 weeks, they do not put on newborn diapers anymore. We shift. So yeah, that's one thing to tell you, and this will guide you even in clothes as well, and it will guide you on the kind of flannels and blankets that you get them. Yeah, so first things first, definitely we need diapers. 1 pack did for me, or rather for us, but you don't get more than 2 packs, because it will all go to waste and you'll try to resell them, and no one wants to buy newborn diapers. Yeah, so we have that, newborn diapers. We have swaddling wraps. We have these muslim swaddling wraps. They really are very helpful, especially when you're trying to get the baby feel as if they're still in the womb, still locked up, yeah, still inside you. Yeah, so they help the baby to calm down and sleep a lot. So swaddling wraps 2 will do. Don't go beyond that, because by the time they're 3 months or 4 months, they'll get off that stage, because by 4 months they should be rolling. They should start trying to roll, or rather others just roll. Yeah, so we have, you can take the 4-pack flannels depending on the baby. For instance, I know I have big babies, so I'll take the 4, because they are larger and longer compared to 6 are short. So in my experience, we took the six ones, and By 2 months we were just like wrapping them up with them, like just covering them up. So yeah, just know your thing. Yeah. All right, we have 2 to 3 soft blankets, and this is if you have someone who's frequently helping you in terms of doing the washing, or just as you change the baby, you have someone who will do the washing, so you'll use it later. Yeah. Others. Yeah. We have 1 or 2 warm blankets. If you don't have help, get more, depending on when you're delivering the baby. Now you see, a lot of these things depend on a lot of things. So if you're delivering your baby around June, July, you tend to have to prepare yourself with loads of these warmer blankets. But if you're not expecting a baby in a cold season, let's say that it's a summer season, they don't need loads of them. Yeah. So we have that, and then we have onesies or bodysuits. Again, depends on the baby size. It's not a must you wait for the baby to come so that you know how big they will be. You just do what I told you in the beginning. Yeah. So onesies, 3 to 6 months. Please don't get 0 to 3. They'll just wear that for 2 weeks and then that's it. Get from 3 to 6. 3 to 6 months, you can get like 5 or 10 of those. 6 to 9, 10 of those, and then 9 to 12, 10 of those. That you are sure by the time they're 6 or 7 months, that's when you're going back to shop for more. Yeah. And then we have rompers. Let me tell you, mamas and daddies out there, rompers can make you go nuts. Because one thing, they do not actually tend to fit your schedule, especially as a first-time mom, because you're not used to waking up at night to change. It's better to get zipped ones. You just unzip, legs out, take off diapers, then pull the legs back in, zoop, zip it up. Yeah, compared to unbuttoning and then buttoning. That's a lot of work. So I'd recommend zipped rompers. Rompers are these, I'll put a photo here, you'll see. We have socks. This is where you can go overboard, get as many as you want, and as in all sizes. And then we have mittens. If you have help, again, just get 4. It will help. If you don't have help, get as much as possible, but they're not really necessary. If you're not fearful of cutting their nails, you'll be good. You'll be good. They don't actually even need them. The problem is they start pulling their hair, so it's good to have at least 1 or 2. Yeah. We have trousers or dresses. If you know the gender, this is where you go wild. Get as many dresses, but dresses don't get 0 to 3. You'll not use them as of that stage. Get them from an ear, because they can wear that even at 6 months if they're really, really huge. Because I don't know, just something happens. By the time they're 1 year, those clothes that they're wearing at 6 months, they tend to come back to them most of the time. That's my experience. Yeah. And then trousers, get from 3 months to 2 years. Yes. Why I'm saying that is because even shorts, that era. If your baby is big, by 6 months they'll be wearing the 2 years ones, and then they start slendering, and then they'll go back to what they were supposed to wear at 1 year. So yeah, it's just like that, bumpy. And then we have pre-walk shoes, and don't stress yourself on trying to put them on as early as they are born. No, just get them and let them just be there. So when you're going somewhere and they're around 4 to 6 months, they tend to try and walk with stuff, and you don't want their socks to be dirty all the time or have water. Good backup, yeah? Just 2 pairs will do. If you're an extra mom, 4 or 6 pairs will do as well. But just be careful to not overdo it, because they tend to not fit again. So just be careful as you buy. Yeah, so those are really like the necessary stuff for the baby. Now let's go to the technicals. The breast pumps, that's for the mama and the baby, because the baby is benefiting. Yeah, so the technicals, we have feeding bottles. Her box usually has 4 bottles and a pacifier, which is good, a +1 pacifier. Yeah, yeah, or you can get the 2 bottles. There's just 2, and then just pump and stop. Yeah, another essential, technical essential for the baby is the bags, the storage bags for the breast milk. Yeah, and they usually come in handy because there are, I think, 40 or 30 pieces of those like storage bags. Yeah, and then we have bottle warmer or sterilizer. These again comes if you do not have help. These are some of the things you should use to get yourself help. Yeah, so that you don't struggle. So when you wake up at night, just put them in the sterilizing machine and let it run. Or just when you wake up and the baby is up, just go run a bottle and sort. This is even handy if you're formula feeding. Yeah. Breast pump, again, we have a diaper bag. Diaper bag is not essentially the one that you go with to the hospital to deliver the baby, no, but this one you go with it, let's say the first visit, that comes at 2 weeks, and then the second visit at 6 weeks. So this is really essential for just that emergency diaper and extra changing clothes, because sometimes when you're not expecting it, they just mess even their clothes. Yeah. We have a baby carrier. So again, depends if you want to carry the baby as early on, just to maybe bond, not necessarily to do chores with. Yeah. Another thing, we have a car seat. This comes in handy. In our country, it's not essential that you get out of the hospital with a baby in a car seat. So this comes in handy when they're around 4 months, because you don't have to. So this doesn't have to bother you. But just to be safe, just let it be ready. We have strollers. Yeah. Again, depends with you. Yeah. I have pacifiers too. Don't get one. It will be, maybe you buy one and put a clip on it so that it doesn't run, it doesn't disappear. These things disappear in the house. So get 2, at least 2. 2 is good enough. If you know your baby loves to suckle most of the time, get at least 4. 4 is good enough. And ensure you sterilize them. Okay. Yeah. We have number 9, crib, which comes with bumpers and a co-sleeper and bed sheets and a net. Now, be smart about this. So you should have a plan. What do you want this? How long do you want this coat to serve you? So if you know the exact time, let's say it's 3 years, get a coat that will do definitely that, because there's nothing annoying as buying something that you think it will serve you as of this time, then it doesn't. It's such a deal breaker. And then we have comfortable. Yeah. And then we have drawers. Not necessarily if you have a huge closet that can fit their clothes. Yeah, these are some of the things you need to know. Do I need it? Do I really need it, or can I cut it off? Yeah. So we have baby swing and high chair. So high chair is really important, especially when the baby is around 6 months, when you're starting to wean them off, so that they know the rules is when you're eating, you sit, not play. Yeah. And then a baby swing, it depends again. You can use the baby swing from when they're born. It depends. There's these swings that just are electric. Those ones they can use from when they're born. But there are these baby swings that are very strong. Yeah, we bought it for this one, and they were really strong. They had something to put the food on. I'll put a photo here. And they serve you from 4 months. 4 months, because you have to tackle the baby inside there so that they don't fall. Yeah, so those are some of the technicals that I think are necessary. So you can comment down below what you think I have left out in terms of what the baby really needs, and what the technical things that the baby really needs. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay tuned, stay safe, and be blessed. Bye bye. Now say bye bye.
Bye bye.